Hey everybody, it is Dave in here with Worship Leader Hangout, and man, I am excited about what we're talking about today. It's a little bit different than the other lessons. This is not cool tricks and tips that will help you grow, but really it is fundamental concepts that are necessary to help you grow. I often get emails from you guys, and they're often questions about, runs and licks or passing chords, substitutions, that type of stuff. But I often get this type of email, and it's a question that I like because they're getting to the root of the problem. The question is this, and I've written it down because I never want to forget it. It's, I don't understand what I'm playing. Can you help me? And a lot of musicians, piano players, they struggle with this, right? They can regurgitate what they've heard someone else do. They see it, they can mimic it, but they don't know how it works. And so you may hear me do a run or a riff, and you may be thinking, man, that was really cool. I want to do that. But I think it's even more beneficial to you if you understood the concepts behind it. And in order to understand the concepts behind it, you need the musical tools, musical devices. You need to understand how was it built in the first place. Imagine if you hear me play a chord progression. It's going from C to F, right? And then you hear me play this G minor 7. And you're listening to that and you're like, man, why did you put that G minor 7 there? I think it's very important that you always ask yourself that question, because when you understand that, right, why this G minor 7 was there, you can begin to build upon that. And so that's what I did. And I'm so grateful that from my music teacher in high school who required me to understand why I played the things I played. So I'm no longer just going to regurgitate when I hear on an album or I hear somebody else play C to G minor to F. I can then come up with my own unique ideas around that same concept, right? Maybe I may play thirds on that G minor. So okay, or maybe I may play the G minor and then I may play a diminished chord following to the F. So, or maybe I may play that G minor and then I may play a diminished lick followed by going to the F, right? Okay, you get what I'm saying, right? Once you understand the concept and where it comes from, then you can begin to build on that idea. But in order to do that, you need tools and devices. And so I always encourage everyone to need to learn music theory. It's absolutely important. It gives you the tools and the devices, the framework to understand, okay, that's what that is. It helps you to see the different patterns in music that are going on. Once you can see that, then you can take what you're hearing, what you're learning, and then you can apply it in your own unique context. So the question is, how do you go from having the tools and the devices and also still you're copying other people, but you can't put it together? This is what you have to do, all right? And this is the step that I think most people miss. You have to sit down at the piano, and this is what I do. I sit down at the piano, no joke, sometimes for months, not all at once, on one idea, trying to figure out, why did that work? Why did I like it? And I try to go through every musical tool that I am aware of at the time to figure out, what did that person did? And sometimes it has even taken me years to figure out what that person did. And I didn't plan on this in this video, but I'm just going to go through it. So it may be a little scattered. But for example, I learned this lick a really long time ago from another YouTuber, by the way. So, now I really like that lick. I use that lick almost every chance I get. It is a little complex. I learned that lick maybe 5-6 years ago. I didn't understand that lick and how it worked until probably 2 years ago, right? Like all of the concepts behind that lick. And the hardest part behind it was this part right here. But I was able, once I sat with it, I understood why he did all the other things. It was that part right there. And I realized, oh my gosh, he was utilizing notes from the diminished scale, right? Once I saw that, it opened up my mind to like how I can apply notes from the diminished scale in other areas, okay? And you guys are gonna hear me talk about the diminished scale a lot. Quite frankly, it's probably my favorite scale. And I'm not saying just learn the diminished scale. You need the other fundamentals of music. What I'm saying is you have to sit with something, you have to analyze it, you have to go through the tools that you already know, the music concepts you understand, and then see why it worked. And then that's how you have to sit with it, okay? So I just wanted to share that with you. And thanks so much for watching. If you like content like this, go ahead and like and subscribe. Also, whenever you guys like, that helps us with sharing this content with more people. So if you think, hey, this would be valuable to others, go ahead and like, and that really helps us out. And then if you're like, man, I don't even know where to begin in terms of musical tools and devices, go ahead and check out my piano course, which is really a step-by-step process to helping you grow in your piano playing journey. Well, until next time, remember this, great worship leaders are always learning.